And so, after another attempt at the Titan's life, the princess of the underworld found themselves returning back to the place they called home. Perhaps with the guidance of her elders, she would vanquish the foul usurper yet. Goddess, back from another expedition? Were you finally able to kill the bastard this time? Crush his skull with an axe? Burn him with the umbral flames? No such luck yet, huh? A shame. You'll get him next time, I reckon. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Require some of my tactical prowess? Or were you interested in the reports of the surface? Ah, well, it seems that even if your attempts at Chronos' life prove unfruitful, it is certainly enough of a distraction to offer some help to the war on the surface. At least that is the report from the Shades. It's difficult for me to see things now that I'm, well, dead. But the reports do prove accurate. Now, as far as tactics go, who have you faced so far? I cannot provide much advice against Mistress Hecate, though I'm certain you know her tricks better than I. That is a compliment to your character as a student, after all. Who else? Scylla, you say? Just caught in a moment of reminiscence. I too found myself entranced by her song once. I scarce got to hear it once while navigating their waters. I wanted desperately to cast myself into the sea, just for a better listen. Now, spare me the ridicule. I was but a foolish mortal then. I doubt I would fall for it a second time. Sorry. Now, who else? Cerberus, you say? As in the infernal hound of hell? But they've been corrupted somehow in the fields of morning. A damn shame. No animal should have to go through that. Lost in Chronos. But, based on the reports from the Shades, the best advice I can offer you is to watch out for sudden movements. Given his corrupted nature, he may act sporadically, unleashing attacks when your guard is down. Be careful when you are close to him. As for the Titan himself, tactics-wise, well, you're the only one who's made it that far, Goddess. How does he fight? I might be able to provide some of my expertise once I know what he is like in battle. A rather difficult opponent then, I'm sure, but his arrogance is his downfall. From the sounds of it, his attacks may be quite powerful, but that means there will be a gap between his attacks. I suppose if you exploit that weakness, your victory is assured. Your weaponry also allows you to counterattack at a distance as well, so that will prove useful in this method, I'm sure. That staff of yours is quite powerful after all. Though, I would say to take caution. Every old man is certain to have a few tricks up his sleeve that you or I both might not see coming until it's too late. Oh no, Goddess, my advice is free. You are our best chance at defeating the Titan, so I'm more than happy to provide my expertise. You must think nothing of it. What's this? Goddess, your presence alone is all I could ask. Nectar of the gods is a far too generous gift. Well, I suppose we'll have to find some time to share this at the tavern then. Oh, and the Shades and I wholeheartedly thank you for reopening it, by the way. Before you go then, I believe this is a tradition in your circles. Please, accept this gift from me in turn. These are my knuckle bones. They may prove useful out there in the field of battle, when you're dealing with all manner of guardians. Despite being part of a fun game, they are still a deadly weapon used in the right circumstances. I will say though, I played many a game with it while I was out on the seas. 10 years certainly does go by quite quickly with them around. There's all manner of them here, custom made for me in fact. Well, it was one of the few things that I found on me when I became a shade. I suppose they're tied to me, one way or another. Well, may they serve you well, goddess. Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure the nectar you gave is worth far more, at least to us shades. Say, goddess, would you permit me a question, now that you've been on the surface world? Thank you. I was just curious of the denizens you might have encountered there. Anyone in particular mention me? A certain witch, perhaps? Oh, no. Of course not. Just curious is all. When you're out adventuring, you end up making all manner of friends and foes. I just wondered if any still remembered me after death. And well, some I know for certain I left a bad impression on. Partings are never handled quite so well, especially between man and god, I'm sure you can understand. Oh, I'm fine. Do not worry yourself. Just reminiscing a bit. I digress, but it seems you've been doing a wonderful job in the garden. Find any seeds to plant? Garlic. It has been so long since I've had that flavor. Not that I can eat anymore given my current state. Though I take it you were able to find some on the surface? Interesting. Some of the shades did mention that in one of my reports. I was just surprised you were able to find them so quickly. The silver spade, of course. May those cloves of garlic prove useful to you in your incantations, or as part of a meal in the tavern. I'm sure the head chef would be happy to prepare something for you with them. Pairs quite well with fish, or so I'm told. Though, it's safe to say I cannot help you in that regard. Well, the waters and I have never mixed too well. That includes attempting to catch fish. Though, I'm sure you'll be able to fish something up. Pardon the pun. Well, I won't bother you any longer, goddess. I'm sure you're eager to mount up another expedition to Chronos. He'll get him yet. Perhaps you might even be able to enlist the help of Poseidon to catch some fish in Oceanus. But I kid. May you prevail.